Hey players. So the Frumpy Dump Tank Sniffers and the Magamites are currently in a frenzy regarding Representative Jamaal Bowman. As we all know, yesterday he pulled the fire alarm, and now the Republicans are calling him an insurrectionist, saying that he should be charged with the same thing that the January 6th insurrectionists were charged with. Well, we're going to add some more context to this because some more information has come out. Y'all go ahead and grab y'all tea and have a seat. Let's get into it. So yesterday, the Capitol Police announced that they were launching an investigation into an incident on Capitol Hill where the fire alarm was pulled. This picture was released by the Capitol Police, and it appeared to be Representative Jamaal Bowman. So shortly after the photo was released, Representative Jamaal Bowman's spokesperson issued a statement saying that, hey, he was in a haste to go and make a vote, and this was merely an accident. So, of course, after that statement was released, honey, the Frumpy Dump Tank Sniffers and Magamites were in a frenzy, saying that Jamaal Bowman should be arrested and he should be charged with the same thing that the Capitol insurrectionists were charged with. We even have Ronnie Jackson, who said that Jamaal deserves to rot in the D.C. gulag, where every January 6th prisoner is being unfairly held. They're basically saying that Jamaal Bowman was doing this because he wanted to stop the vote on a 45-day government funding and disaster aid. Now, Jamaal Bowman issued another statement saying that he wanted to personally clear up the confusion surrounding today's events. He said he was rushing to make a vote. He came to the door that was usually open for votes, but that day it would not open. He said he was embarrassed to admit that he activated the fire alarm mistakenly thinking it would open the door. He said he regrets it and he sincerely apologizes for the confusion it may cause. Now, I think it's very important to note that Jamaal Bowman was actually in the Cannon building. He was not in the building where this vote was taking place. In fact, the vote continued as scheduled. And during an interview, AOC actually pointed out that those signs at that door could be confusing if you were in a rush.
I actually do see some of the photos of the signs. I think there's something to be said about the government's about to shut down. There's a vote clock that's going down. The exits that are normally open in that building were suddenly closed.
So you pulled the fire alarm?
So what I am here to say is that House administration and U.S. Capitol Police and Jamaal Bowman are an active, and he's fully participating in saying there was a misunderstanding. But what I do think is important to raise is the fact that Republicans, representatives like Nicole Malliotakis and others, immediately moved to file motions to censure, motions to expel, before there has even been conversations that are finished to even see if there was a misunderstanding here.
There is a sign there, and you can see it in the actual picture of Jamaal Bowman that says emergency exit only. And there are two signs on the door that says emergency exit only. Push it to alarm sounds. Door will unlock in 30 seconds. Now again, the vote was not delayed at all. In fact, it continued as scheduled, even though this alarm was pulled, and Jamaal Bowman was not in the building where the vote was even taking place. It appears that he was just trying to get there. There have been talks about the fact that the GQP only gave them a few hours to read this very detailed bill, and within it, the GQP was trying to sneak in some things like, according to reports, some pay raises for themselves. Now, Kevin McCarthy has condemned Jamaal Bowman's pulling of the fire alarm even before the statement was released by Jamaal Bowman. We also have some House of Representative members already moving to censure Jamaal Bowman, and they even are pushing for him to be expelled. We also have Frumpy Dump saying that Jamaal Bowman should be prosecuted and imprisoned for very dangerously pulling and setting off the main fire alarm system in order to stop a congressional vote. All right, players, so now that you have more context, let me know what you're thinking about this. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mother for the Black Accurate News.